Adapting vintage lenses to digital cameras is actually quite popular now. People do that because they want to take advantage of the vintage characteristics of these lenses, or sometimes they've realized that you can actually purchase a higher quality lens that is a vintage film camera lens that can achieve some of the characteristics that you're after for a fraction of the price of what you can with a modern lens, right? Something like the Helios 44-2, which I own, also is quite popular with videographers because they like the vintage effect, they like the sun flare, they like the softness and sort of the color rendition. So that's very popular. And these adapters have become really, really popular in the market, right? I have a Canon camera it was basically my first DSLR that I bought 15 years ago now, I think. And it still works and I still love it. I've never purchased another digital SLR since that one because you know what? It does exactly what I need. And I have all sorts of adapters for that camera. And that includes the adapter for the Helios 44-2, which is an M42 mount. So it's an M42 to Canon EOS mount adapter. But many people don't realize that even before the digital era, people did adapt lenses across different cameras. So cameras with different mounts. For instance, if you had a Pentax camera with a Pentax K mount and you had an Olympus camera or a bunch of Olympus lenses with the OM mount, you could just get the OM to Pentax adapter and use your OM lenses with your Pentax cameras. I'm not sure that was extremely popular because most people would just buy lenses to fit their kit, or they'll buy bodies to fit the lenses that they already own. But now and again, you'd have people who own 2 systems, maybe 3 systems, and love to adapt the lenses. Because the Canon EOS mount is backward compatible from the digital to the analog age. So the Canon EOS 300, which is a film camera, has the same exact mount as my Canon 350D. Now, not only do they have the same mount, I use exactly the same lenses for both cameras. The lenses I have for this camera, the Canon EOS 300, are the 24mm f2.8 lens, which is an absolute beauty, and of course I've got the nifty 50. I particularly love using this lens in the city because it allows me to get a lot of information in the frame. But sometimes I like to take intricate details and moving close on an object, and this lens is not necessarily the best for that. I would also use the nifty 50 at times to achieve this, but the main advantage of using these lenses that are native to the camera are the fact that they have autofocus, and that's fantastic for taking pictures of fast moving objects, fast moving people, children, animals, street photography, things like that. But sometimes when I have a bit of time and I just want to relax, I want to take my time and photograph things that are still, and most importantly, take advantage of that beautiful color rendition and that swirly bokeh that everyone loves so much. I use the Helios 44-2 lens, and normally I'd use that with a Zenit camera. This is the Zenit E camera, and that's it mounted on the Zenit E camera. Why would I want to adapt the lenses across each other? Say I want to go to town and take a bunch of photos, and I want the option to photograph both cityscapes and intricate detail. I'd have to take these 2 cameras. Now, while this one is kind of light because it's modern and plasticky, this one is vintage and it's very heavy, and just taking 2 cameras, not necessarily the best. And because they're film, not digital, I'd have to load this one with its own film. I'll load this one with its own film. And if there are 36 exposures, I'd have to wait till all 36 shots here are done. and all the 36 shots here are done before I get my photos back. Great advantage of just carrying one of the cameras, say this one, and adapting the lens to it means I get to carry the light camera and just one little lens. It saves a lot of space in my bag, saves my neck, and it's a more fun experience. And the additional benefit, of course, is I can get both types of photography, the cityscapes, the landscapes, and the intricate detail shots on the same film, which also means I can get through those 36 exposures quickly enough. Talking about getting my film back, I want to take a minute to shout out the newest place to develop film in London. If you're looking for a fantastic place to get your film developed, check out Analogue Films on Hanbury Street in Shoreditch. It's just off Brick Lane. If you know where Dark Sugars is, that's the road that just goes straight down. It's just along that. It's called Analogue Films. Fantastic stuff. They do black and white, they do color, they do slides. They basically do everything that you expect and want and love. By the way, this is not an advert. I'm just giving a shout out because I find the lab to be absolutely fantastic. I put my film in for a 3-day turnaround and it was 1 day early. Where does that happen? If you're interested, I'll put the link in the description. Definitely check the place out. You can buy film. The other time I was there, I saw Kodak Portra 400 in stock. So if you've been looking for it, maybe pop down there before they sell out. So yeah, Analogue Films, Hanbury Street, off Brick Lane, Shoreditch. All right, back to the video. So I took this combination of camera and lenses and head out to Shoreditch to take some pictures. And as it would happen, as I was taking some photos, someone noticed my lens and we got into a conversation. Turns out it was a whole group of people actually. They were on a lomography photo walk. I only had 3 exposures left on my 36 exposure roll that I put in earlier on. So naturally, I put in another roll of Kodak Color Plus 200 and I mixed in with the crew. You know, I got to pose with this lovely lomography, very masculine pink camera. Very fun crew. I haven't finished that roll of film that I shot with them, so I can't feature any of those photos in this video, but next video I will surely show some of those photos. So if you're in or around London and you're looking for a really awesome photography crew to go around shooting with like-minded people, you're into analog photography and you want to have a nice fun day out, follow London Camera Project. I'm going to also leave the details in the description so you can check it out. All the people that I met during that photo walk that said that they watched my videos, that's so humbling and really cool to meet you guys in real life. I hope I get to see you guys around, perhaps in the next photo walk. Well, that's today's video. I will see you in the next one. Have a fun and exciting week. Ade Torrent out. Peace.